We hope you enjoy tonight's main event. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Smash that like button. Leave a comment below for your driver of the day. Let's race! We hope you enjoy tonight's main event. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Smash that like button. Leave a comment below for your driver of the day. Let's race! We hope you enjoy tonight's main event. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Smash that like button. Leave a comment below for your driver of the day. Let's race!
evening, guys, and welcome to BoATV for tonight's race. And tonight is round 4 of the GT3 Sunday. Tonight we are at the iconic Indianapolis, all the way over in America. First time we've actually raced here on GT3 Sunday, so we're looking, fully expecting it to be an interesting one as drivers get to know the track. So unfortunately we do have our spectator mode back again, which is ideal, which means we can get some much better views of the action. Unfortunately, I will need to keep jumping back to the pits. So we have just over a minute of practice remaining. So how's your weekend been? Hope you're doing well. So just having a look through the practice times. Currently Febrex is leading the pack with a 1:35.6. Look through, it's looking really close once again. Top 10 split by a second. Basso, who we're on ball with at the moment, just a tenth off a second, so looking tight once again. Currently only 19 cars out on track. Could be all due to basically the poor race etiquette of many drivers this season. We've seen way too many incidents. It's got to be one of the messiest seasons we've ever held. But it's partially down to the size of the grids we've had and a lot of these drivers not driving together. But we have told drivers that this week lap 1 incidents will be dealt with a lot harsher. We are kind of fed up with seeing the same old nonsense we have. The same old drivers in the same old incidents. It's no good for our reputation. But yeah, we're working it on the steward sides of things, making sure the stewards are a little bit more on the ball, dishing out the right penalties. Raphael's in Ferrari's looking pretty quick at the moment, sitting in 6th place. So still out there, Prongs in the pits. He's in 12th at the moment. I think he's looking for a top 10 qualifying, maybe out there on his race pre-setup. Waiting for the session to finish as that car 26 is Doodod. So yeah, Indianapolis. Let's get some facts up about the Indianapolis track as we wait for the sessions to switch over. Facts about
green light, go, go, go.
Indianapolis track, GT3 track. Okay. Apparently there is no GT3 track. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Right, let's leave that. As quali is underway, so let's see. Ant McVitie is out there. He is the first one out there. So get some on board. That's the only thing I'm not too keen on about this system they've got. They should be scrolling through positions. I wonder if I... I didn't save it, did I? Duh. Sorry about this, guys. I just want to be able to cycle through the drivers a bit easier. It's just not letting me do that, is it? Let me cycle through the MFD. Very low volume. What, game volume? Both. So, they are out there setting their laps at the moment. I'm going to stay on this menu. It's easier to scroll through. 90. Hoonigan, is he on a lap yet? No. Trying to see who's the first out on the lap. 6, but I think he's already invalidated this lap. So that'll be Ichigo just behind. How's that now, Jim? Let's Ichigo pass, so yeah, I think everybody has invalidated his lap. So Ichigo will be the first to settle that. Off, we run 7 temps. Ichigo setting benchmark time at the moment. Let's see, 35s, I sort of saw 34. So let's get back to this view. Raphael has just set the quickest lap. He's gone that fastest. Polestar's put himself into 6th, just a second off pace, but have seen quicker from him. Vitti yet to set a time, as well as Hoonigan, Doodod, Kool-Aid. Yuki still in the pits, Pedro Tome as well, and John G. John G just leaving the pits now. Ichigo again as he comes around, closely followed by Ant McVitie. So makes his way onto the home straight. Can he improve? He doesn't. Ant McVitie goes into 2nd place. Oh, he don't. Sorry, that came in late. Ichigo does go pole. Raphaels gets pushed down to 3rd. Just noticed that the chat didn't come up as well. I can't see why the chat didn't come up. So Raphaels once again takes pole position. Febrex sitting in 5th place currently. We've got Prongstar coming around the final corner. he do? He pushes himself back up into 6th place. 990 next to come round, which is BOA Hoonigan. Rating on both PC and Xbox. Looked really strong on PC the other night. And he goes up into 13th. So 86. Chigo's going to be coming around once again. Chigo, can he snatch only 700s between him and Raphael's? No, Raphael still holds position. That was Tat Staff there, just goes up into 5th place. Carper's sitting in 4th currently in the Audi. So once again, really tight grid out there. Kool-Aid pushes himself up into 15th. Febrex has just taken pole. Carper's gone into 2nd there. Febrex just ahead of him. Basso's coming across the line. Did he improve? No, he stays in 9th place. 44's coming around again. That is Prawn Star. It does improve. Takes 2 temps off. Stays in 7th place though. Into the pits he goes. 7 minutes remaining. Let's have a look now. Is that 26? That is Doodod sitting in 14th at the moment. Not seen the true pace from him so far this season. I believe he can be a lot quicker. Well, I say that, he's just gone up into 8th place. 10th and a half behind Prong. I see Chigo coming around again. Yes, it is in the McLaren. And it stays in 4th. Car 90 Mig Run. Where is he sitting at the moment? Mig Run's in 9th at the moment. And 5th, I apologise, he's up into 5th place now. Car number 8, Raphael's coming around. Does not improve. And then John G just behind. There's ghosting in the pit as Raphael's lands right in front of the Prawn Star. And straight back out goes Raphael's. Just over 5 minutes remaining. Chigo sitting in 4th place. Looking fairly tight all the way down to about 3rd. Yeah, but if you're over a second, you're going to be losing quite a lot of time lap on lap. Chigo's coming through the final sector. Sitting in 4th place. Looks like a pretty good driver so far this season. Evening Scarlet. And Ichigo goes into 4th place. I can't see the number of that. Is that 90 or 80? That is Bad Ben. He was looking really strong before qualifying, but he's got himself up into 6th place, so he's back into contention. I think there's John G10 coming around. He's the slowest of those who've set time so far. And he stays down there. Not finding the pace yet. There's McVitie at the moment as well on 7th, 6 tenths behind. He makes his way towards the line. Can he improve? No, yet again, these drivers struggling to improve on their final laps. Got Ichigo out there again, but I think we've seen a bit too much of him so far this qualifying session. So Migrunt sitting in a 5th place. Ichigo's coming around the penultimate corner as he comes onto the banked right-hander. I'm expecting quite a few overtake moves into turn 1. And Ichigo does improve, but stays in 4th place. Tat Staff does not improve. Migrunt just behind as well. He also does not improve. Latter Power goes into 13th. I think Big Ben improved. Kool-Aid stays in 14th. Improved start making his way through the final corners in 9th place. Pretty sure he's our only controller user out there. Doesn't look like it. Silky smooth on the controllers, but stays in 9th place currently. Let's see the number. Oh, no movement. 919. So Yorkie gets set a lap. He comes around. 2 minutes remaining now, and he goes into 17th. Definitely not seen the pace we know he is capable of so far. Raphael's up to 4th, looking a lot stronger this week. We've got 86 coming around again, which is Ichigo. He's going to basically be doing a whole lap race by the time we finish this session. I don't think anyone has put in as many laps as he has, but Staff pulls up, and that's the end of V's session. Migrunt comes around. Can he improve? No, he stays in 6th. Car 80. Migrunt. No, Bad Ben. He just snatched 6th from Migrunt, so he goes into 6th place. 2 cars sitting on top of each other, so I can't see who that is. It's not Doodod. He's coming around the last couple of corners, and Vitti's still out there. 5 cars already into the pits. Their session over. Pedro Tomei did not even put a lap in by the looks of it. Yorkie only just did so, puts himself into 17th. And Maviti's just snatched pole. Maybe sitting in the toe of Prongstar there, maybe gained a little bit of time. So Maviti snatches pole. Doodod comes across the line, stays in 10th place. Car number 8 coming around again, and there's Raphael's. Can he snatch pole at the last? Comes across. Can he do? No, that's it. He's still got time for one more lap though. Car 86. Prongstar's into the pits, so his session is over. Ichigo comes around, sits in 5th place currently. Can he improve? Yes, he does. Goes up into 3rd place, just about, and he's still got time for one more lap. We've got Bad Ben next. He's sitting in 6th, half a second off. What can he do on his final lap? Doesn't. Oh, he does improve, but it's not enough. Stays in 6th place. Kool-Aid finishes up in 20th, sorry, 14th. Don't know why I got 20th. There's not even 20 cars out there. There was a move. Takuna jumps up into 7th on his final lap. Car 26, Doodod. He's got 3 more corners. Goes really deep there, sideways into that corner there, and into the pits for Doodod. So he's session over. So Raphael's still out there. I think there's only 2 cars, him and Ichigo. Raphael's comes through, final corner. What can he do? Stays in 6th place. Unlucky. Well, still good quality. Chigo, the only car out there. Takes a different line through there. I don't. He's maybe trying to draft off the wall. Did he improve? Stayed in 3rd place. Just 2 tenths off the lead. So Antmaviti snatches pole from Fabrics. Well done, Antmaviti. Fabrics in 2nd. Ichigo 3rd. And then you've got Carpers. He looks really, really strong. Been putting plenty of practice in. He's up into 4th place. And then Bad Ben 5th. Raphael's 6th. With Takguna in 7th. With Migrun in 8th. 9th place is Tat Star, Prong Star, 10th place. Dudod in 11th. Basso in 12th. Latter Power in 13th. 14th. Kool-Aid. 15th. Hoonigan. John G10 in 16th. Yorkie in 17th. And Pedro Tomei in 18th. So, sizably smaller grid this week. So, but hopefully that will lead to a lot cleaner racing. That's what we want. We do know a couple of people were unable to make it this week. We have had a couple of people who have left after disputes in the chat this week. But clean racing is what it's for. And John G hoping to come through the pack. He's sitting in 16th. So I'm expecting a good battle between 1st and 2nd. You know, Chigo will be there to pick up places. Yeah, we did spots. You picking up with the tail off Prong Star was spotted, and it definitely helps you on the final, your final lap. So just 15 seconds, and then full formation lap. Mandatory 1 pit stop tyre change. Diogo cheering on the TAC boys. Highest place one is Takguna in 7th place. And as an Arsenal fan, I've got to appreciate his name. So thank you all for tuning in. Please do smash that like button. And also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We'll be back here tomorrow night with the PC guys. I don't like the way this scrolls through. It makes no sense. I'm confused. Yeah, so 1 hour race, mandatory pit stop. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's actually quite a warm day. Let's jump back to the pits. I can't at the moment. Can't even change the MFD. I do believe it's around low to mid 20s. First time we've seen warm track conditions so far this year. Need a bit more rain on Xbox. We've not seen no wet races. Paul Ricard was supposed to be, but last minute forecast changed. So Amaviti leading the pack round. Unfortunately, I don't know how to jump to. So Basso, 12th place. He expected a little. He had a really good race last week. So maybe expected a little higher from him. So making way round the final couple corners. Let's hope for a clean start to this one. So Febrex and Amaviti bring the pack around the final bend. Good luck to all the drivers out there. So some nice overtakes and clean racing. Good luck, drivers. Here we go. Green lights. And Amaviti's just got a massive jump on Febrex there. Febrex completely got lost. Wonder if he made a mistake on his entry. It's going to cause a bunching into turn one. As they all bumble in. Fairly clean at the moment. There is yellow flags at the back. Oh, who's that off the track? Carpenter's just gone off the track. Oh no, there's contact. Mick Run just made contact with that was Raphael's, I think. So Amaviti leads from, well, Febrex has disappeared as well. Yeah, Febrex, as we saw at the beginning, got caught out. So not completely clean as Mick Run hit into Raphael's. Raphael's now, where is he sitting? He's dropped all the way down to 13th and he's going to be carrying damage on that right hand side. Such a shame, he did have a great quality. So Chico trying to hunt down Amaviti. From start, just made it up. What's that? 4 places off the start. Evening, Sir Rosa. How you doing, mate? Carper's looking on the outside of Latter Power. I'm not too sure what happened to him at the start. He was up in 4th place. Now in a battle for 8th. Looks like he's got the position. Got Raphael's and John G10 battling with Pedro Tomei in close pursuit. Tomei having a look. Things better of it. So John G10 getting up to 11th place. Mick Run at the back of the pack after that incident with Raphael's. From our screens it did look completely on Mick Run, but we didn't get a full view. Got Prongstar trying to keep hold of Takguna behind him. He's in a tat sandwich. Jump further down the pack again because this is where the close battle is. We've got Yorkie having a look at Doodod here. So he almost go 3 wide into the corner. Looking pretty fair. So Amaviti holding 1st place. Febrex from 2nd down to 4th. Chico, Bad Ben. Bad Ben having a good start as well. I believe he was in 5th or 6th. He's now got Prongstar all over the back of him as he goes wide. Prongstar's going to have the better run. inside, having a look, giving it a shimmy and a shake. And Ben holds the inside line. Will they go side by side? A little touch there. Prongstar forcing his way through there, getting a bit of Alonso. That was a solid move by Prong, confident. That staff is hanging on to this battle. Let's look further down the path. Oh no, let's stay with this for the moment. 3-car battle. This is a battle for 5th place. Let's jump further back as looks like Doodod's got a bit of front end damage. Kool-Aid's at the only lost 1 position. Basso's lost several positions, sitting in 15th. So, a decent start to the race. Great overtake move from Prongstar there, taking 5th place from Bad Ben. Bad Ben not being dropped though. Ooh. Oh, they both go really deep there. Bad Ben goes way too deep. God, that was close. That was... They had a... How did staff not pick up both positions? But Bad Ben definitely come off 2nd best there. No contact between them. That was both going sideways on their own. That would have hurt both of their tyres. Attack staff. Having a look at Prongstar. Let's look back further down the grid. Yorkie lining up Basso. So a really fun start of the race, as now Ichigo has Ampaviti. In his hand, can he stick a move? He goes one way then the other. He's going to stick it up on the inside. Oh, it backs out of it though. Sensible racing from these two. So Febrex now in 3rd place. Takguna 4th. Prongstar 5th. With Tat Staff in 6th. Bad Ben in 7th. Tat Latapower in 8th place. So decent showing so far from the Tat boys. Ooh. Dust getting kicked up there. Cars seem... This is quite a tricky corner to slow down for. Let's go to lead. Looks like Ichigo's lining McVitie up. Great to see after 4 laps in. Oh, that's it. It's the move done, surely. And he's going to try to switch back. Oh, he does well to back out of it. Some really great races so far from these boys and girls. Oh, inside goes Matt McVitie again. And they're side by side as they come into the left-hander. Still side by side. Febrex now on the back of this. This will allow the whole pack to close in on these. McVitie's sideways, that's going to put him under pressure from Febrex now. Great battling from these guys. Great start to this race. McVitie losing out. He was in 1st, now down to 3rd. Takguna has taken a bit of time out of these, as you can see on the MFD. What's at 2.6? Now over the back, but it goes a bit wide there, a bit deep into the. I'm not too sure what corner number that one is. Should find out. I think that's turn 8 or 9. Pedro Tomei into the pits. Got Bad Ben closing in on Prongstar, you can see there in the distance. It does look like Takguna is closing in on these as well. then on the back of Prongstar. Got a battle of the admin here between John G10 and Doodod. McLaren looking a little bit pacier than the Beamer. So these two boys done a great job of running this league at the management, the admin side of things. So consistent. Bad Ben, he's all. It looks like he's got position on Prong. Prong, I don't know whether he had it done already, but characteristically not over defended. Got that a bit wrong now. It's going to bring pressure from Tat Staff now. Just about keeps it off the grass. So we have 5 laps into this race. Ichigo leading from Febrex. And then Febrex leading from Ant McVitie. They are your podium sitters at the moment. We've got a nice battle going on between Bad Ben, sorry, not that anymore. Bad Ben has pulled away. Staff lining up Prongstar. Carper's having a look, I think, in the back there as well. Latter Power. Carper's making his way back through the field from 4th place on during quali. McVitie putting pressure on Febrex. Going out wide would not help his approach. I think he's going to be able to make a move now. But pressure on Febrex is the right way of going about it. Got 50 minutes to go, so not too much pressure. Still these two battling away. Febrex looks like he's lost the position to McVitie there. Is Febrex going to have a look into turn 1? Thinks about it, but backs off out of it. Kicks it out sideways a bit there. This is allowing Ichigo to pull a gap. Is McVitie going to be able to close it down again before the pit phase? Maybe using pit strategy to gain a position over him. Doodod still tucked in behind John G with another admin closing in. Big Run making his way through the field after his lap 1 incident with Raphael's, which could pick him up quite a heavy penalty. As we said, after recent events, we are clamping down on lap 1 incidents. Febrex having a look at that, and McVitie up on the inside, but thinks better of it. And McVitie goes deep. Febrex goes round the outside. Ah, that was always a gap that was going to close. Now we have to wait for others to come through. There goes Tat Staff. So he's down to 7th place. It was a tricky one. And had the inside line, he had to go round the long way. So this is a battle for 3rd place now. Oh, more contact. No. That has allowed Prongstar through now, so he's just gained 2 positions from nothing. Oh, more contacts. Jesus. Taking Carpers. Carpers is now facing the wrong way. Got to try and turn around quickly. Not too sure who was at fault there. But that is, Carpers has definitely come off second best. Just wait to see him on track. There he is. So Paul started out on the back of Bad Ben. Well, no, not that close really. Still got staff for power for company. So this is a bit of a battle brewing at the back of the pack. With Carpers now all the way down to 14th. That is such a shame. So this is a battle for 4th place. Vebrex is going to be coming back. He's going to have a bit more pace than these drivers ahead. I don't think he would have suffered too much damage. Carpers is closing in on the Kool-Aid as he tries to recover once again. Oh, Hooligan completely sideways there. Did he keep it out of the wall? So Hoonigan will drop right back here. Hoonigan looking stronger on PC than he is on Xbox at the moment. So this is getting interesting here. Got a 3-car battle for 4th place. Vebrex has closed in pretty quickly. Gonna have, yeah, he's thinking about it. Oh! Just about keeps it out the back of Prong there. Maybe didn't recognise the overspeed in the draft. He manages to avoid hitting Prong and loses out of position in the meantime. Kool-Aid looks like he's just lost the position to Carpers, so Carpers up into 13th. Mick Run from back of the pack is up into 12th place, 5 seconds behind John G. Doodhog has got past John G. He's now up into 10th place. We have lost a driver by the looks of things as well. Oh, Raphael's going backwards again. As Doodhog now gets himself up into 9th place. Vebrex half a second behind Prong. He's going to have to 8 tenths that. Prong looks like he's got it on the twisty bits, but when it comes to the straight, that Honda acing the Audi, although that would not help his exit speed. It gives Prongstar another breather going into turn 1. It was Basso into the pits there. Raphael's 10th place. See him just lose out that position on Doodod. So almost 20 minutes into the race. Ichigo leads from Ant McVitie by, let's wait to say, crossing the line by 2.25 seconds, with Bad Ben in 3rd place Polestar with Fabrics and Staff in 4th, 5th and 6th. And then further down the road we have Tatguna and Tat Latter Power. Doodod, Raphael's in 9th and 10th. That's your top 10. Gaps starting to appear further up the grid. Rex, once again, see through the twisty bits, he's now closing in, and it looks like he's going to get a much better run. Don't think he's close enough to have a look just yet. Maybe, we'll see. It's a long old straight. He's having a look. Completely gets that wrong. So, just a little reminder that these drivers are complete amateurs. We do have a few aliens out there, but I do see some clumsy mistakes from drivers. As we see Doodod going deep there, allowing Raphael's to close in. Febrex within 3 attempts of Polestar. Polestar getting a bit squirrely on the exit. Is this going to allow Febrex a go? He gets right close. Oh, that was... Oh, he goes completely... Oh. He completely got that wrong. Wow. I thought that was a nailed on overtake, but he gets that wrong as well. Don't want to cut that too much. Turn 10. Can cut it quite nicely, but have to leave a couple tyres on the track. So Raphael's has made his way back past Doodod and up into a 9th place. So Fabrex down to 6th place. Staff replacing him in 5th. Polestar in 4th. It's fairly spread out there, but we do have Mig Run closing in on John G. Everyone's taking carpets with him. That staff completely cutting that corner there. See them track limits coming into play, because surely that's helped him get a run there. He's going to... Thought he had a run up on the inside. Thinks better of it. Raphael's is caught right up with Latter Power here. Raphael's got some serious pace out there tonight. Oh, Latter Power's got really wide there. He's surely going to allow Raphael's an opportunity. Yeah, I know you got caught, but you've got to keep a tyre too on the track as well. But yeah, I know you've got to cut it. If you're gaining an advantage and all 4 tyres are leaving the track, you're going to get a slapped wrist. So, Still, this battle for 4th place continues. Promstar looking like he's got some serious pace this season. He's actually running the CDA setup this week. So we've got a now 3-car battle for 8th place with Dudod now closing in on Raphael's and Latter Power. Raphael's gets it a little bit wrong there. It's going to give Dudod an opportunity. Get a really good exit through this corner here. I'm going into the pits there, just spotted. Start still holding on to 4th place. Febrex now closing in once again. After he's lost his opportunity, went really deep. Completely missed his braking. It's fortunate not to make any contact. Approaching the halfway mark. Chigo pulling out a nice lead over Antmoviti, who's sitting in the 2nd place. And then Bad Ben. It's a much quieter race now, sitting in the 3rd place, 2.5 seconds behind, but he's got a 7-second lead over Promstar, who's got Tatstaff and Febrex for company. And then we've got this 3-car duel between Raphael's Latter Power and Dudod. Seems to be evenly paced between them. Febrex is caught right up on this battle here now. Putting pressure on Staff in the next few corners, I think. Oh, they both hit the wall there. Both. So Prom got lucky there. Staff followed his line, went straight into the wall with him. Once again, this has allowed Febrex to close in. A bit sideways there, does Prawn. The problem is here, he's got 2 cars pressuring him. Dudod's dropped off Raphael slightly there, looking at the times. Drop of borders, Raphael's is caught up with Latter Power again. Corner slightly, but he gets a good switch back. Oh, too good, he nearly ended up in the back of Latter Power. Unlucky, so that would have lost him his straight line speed, which brings Dudod back into play. Oh, Raphael's gets it deep there. It's always exciting watching Raphael's. He's looking a lot faster this week. Oh, Febrex got it wrong again, but into the pits goes Febrex. So maybe trying the undercut. Probably not a bad idea. Get a lap or 2 of clean air. Into the pits goes Dudod as well. Been quite a decent race so far. Some couple of foolish mistakes. Fairly clean races so far. Seen some great overtakes. Probably Promstar's got to be one of the best ones. I think it was on Bad Ben. Here it was. Similar to what we saw from Alonso on Russell today. Alonso doing it for us old dogs today. Himself a podium in the Aston. Wonder how bitter Vettel was feeling. Raphael's has got the inside line here. He's got a good run as well. Latapal not defending it well enough. Can he get past? Pretty close. He's got the position, so Raphael's up into 7th place. Although I don't think that's his proper position because Febrex. So you're probably looking at 9th place for Raphael's at the moment. It's all sort of spread apart a little bit. Tat Staff's lost a bit of time on Prawn Star. So we are now into the halfway stage. Chigo's pulling out, inching out, lap on lap. I think Bad Ben's starting to close in on Ant McVitie as well. Raphael's into the pits. Basso looks like he's got the move done on Hoonigan there. How did Basso end up all the way down there? He made a pit, an error during his pit. Tat Staff's once again caught up on Prawn. It's interesting because I think Staff's got the pace over Prawn, but you just don't seem to be able to get anywhere near him. Just ahead of John G here. I wonder if Carpenter's had another off or something. He just got past him, I'm not too sure. Yeah, would have had him overtake him actually, yeah. Got McVitie into the pits, moving those behind forward a position as Raphael's exiting the pits. He's going to have better tyres and he's got decent pace, so this could be a bit of a problem for him. So keep a watch out for things in the next few weeks as we've got a basically brand new revamp of everything next season coming. See the return of the GT Academy. Because what we have noticed is the difference in quality of drivers and bringing them together isn't always ideal, and that is both on PC and Xbox. We've also got Carpers and John G into the pits there. So waiting to see which one jumps first out of these two. If I was Staff, I'd imagine I'd want to jump to the pits pretty quickly here. Try and get the undercut Raphaels. Wow. The poor polystyrene boards. Ichigo and Bad Ben into the pits as well. So I don't... Yeah. So Prawn Star stays out with Staff into the pits. Is Takuna, he stays out as well. Latter Power, he's staying out. And Mig Run, I reckon he's going to try something different. No, he isn't. He's into the pits as well. Most of the drivers now into the pits. Prawn Star inheriting the lead. Let's watch Ant McVitie as he's coming through the final corners. Imagine that Ichigo's going to come out comfortably ahead of him. But it's going to be interesting to see where he comes out to Bad Ben. Bad Ben was closing in. It was 2 seconds that gap. Go, the drivers are underway, but McVitie gets it completely wrong there. Oh, and that's going to hurt him massively. So this could be interesting now. We would have lost at least half a second going that deep. There's Bad Ben, he's just exiting now. Looks like he's going to be okay, McVitie. There goes, yeah, just that as Bad Ben gets underway. It's not going to be, there is just ahead. So there is definitely lost time there. Bad Ben visually looks like it's done to about a second and a half. Oh, gets it sideways there though. It's one way to warm up your tyres. But yeah, we're looking at running the GT Academy on a Saturday for Xbox, and then 2 separate leagues as well for PC. Looking at 30 to 35 drivers instead of these large grids. Yeah, we've brought in new members to the team, and we're making big improvements. We understand our failings recently, and we're making moves to improve them and bring the best entertainment for our drivers. So that power and Guna in the pits. Promstar staying out still. Raphael's behind, but this is, yeah, he's a lap behind at the moment. Vitti retakes 3rd place. He did take a bit of time out of Ichigo there actually. He's got some decent pace here as Bad Ben has lost about 3-4 tenths on him since he left the pits. Not seeing where the battles are going to come from at the moment. Nick Run making his way through. And he was a massive 15 seconds or so behind the last place driver. So it's been a great comeback drive from Nick Run. Don't forget guys, please do smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. As Vitti goes deep. Pushing a little too hard. Raphael's just caught up with Taco. Is that? No, he's racing Tat Star. I reckon it's time Prawn Star comes into the pits because it's going to hurt him this. Lap cars have every right to overtake moves on if they are faster. So Prawn is on his way into the pits. Hoonigan's got a massive lag spike there. We could have an interesting one. Promstar may have oversped into the pit lane. We won't know until he leaves. That would be a shame. Bad Ben really putting pressure on Vitti. I'm not too sure what happened there, but Vitti going back. He's got back marker ahead of him. Not too sure if he's interfering with his race. Pedro Time gets well out of the way. So Chigo's got a really decent lead, almost 5 seconds over Vitti, who's just snatched. No, he isn't. Sorry, he was in second. He's now really under pressure for Bad Ben, though, as they hurtle down to turn 1. doing about 150 miles an hour. Ben looking strong. We have just lost another driver there. I think that was Hoonigan. Yeah, Hoonigan got a massive lag spike there. Doodle's got a quite high lag as well tonight. So we do have a battle. So Polestar did not pick up a penalty. Interesting. So where does that bring him back out? 4th place. With Febrex not far behind, but Febrex we do know has the pace. But quite taxed off and lost out massively. I don't know whether he had an incident somewhere. Let's watch Gunnar now under pressure from Raphael's. Let's jump to bad Ben as he puts pressure on Admoviti, who's having a solid race in 2nd place. That contact earlier in the race, but it didn't look avoidable. And Febrex Raphael's putting pressure on Gunnar here. 20 minutes remaining into the final third of round 4. Round 6 at Imola, we will have another double sprint race. Ben still putting pressure on Admoviti. Febrex right up on Prong's start. Don't think Prong's going to be able to hold on to this position for too long. Goes a bit wide there. Febrex is really pacey tonight in Honda. Honda looking really strong this season. Just noticed Miguel's up into 9th place now. Ben still unable to really put a real attack on Admoviti, but this may be an opportunity going into turn 1. Looks pretty close. Is he going to try and send it? No, pulls out. Wait. Oh, I reckon he could have tried sending that one actually. At least give McVitie something to think about. Start doing well, holding off Febrex at the moment in the battle for 4th place. Massive gap between the top 3 and those behind. 17 seconds the gap. Raphael's like, he's looking really strong. He's looking like he's really proved. He's got caught up in a couple of incidents. He's looking a lot more planted tonight as he puts the move on Gunnar. And through he goes. Maybe Gunnar spotting that this isn't his battle. Staff now 7 seconds up the road. I believe on the whole the race has been a lot cleaner. A few clumsy mistakes. It's online sim racing. Febrex Closing in on Pronstar once again here. We move into the final quarter of the race. Fabric's getting it out on the dirty stuff again. Turn that off because there's no other battles to look at the moment. So let's stay with these two. Right, looks like on board for Fabric's. I'm actually sitting there turning my head. You see Paul start getting a bit squirrely on the exit. That will cost him a bit of pace. Not too bad because it's only a short run up into third and final corner. This corner is vital. Full throttle all the way through to turn one now. I'm going a little bit wide, using all the road. Fabric's looking a little bit more planted. Attack Guna. High and mid run starting to close in on Guna. I could see a battle towards the end. Back marker into Tome just ahead of these. Kool-Aid caught up with John G10 here. And this is going to be the battle for 12th place. So, not really close enough at the moment, so we'll go back to these two. I really don't like the way these views are set up. They're going to be hoping Tomei plays ball here. He does again. Nice work from the back markers tonight. It's going to get interesting. Minutes remaining, so you can join us as well tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for GT3 Monday. It's the PC boys. Also round 4, also at Indianapolis. You often see 30 plus grids. Oh, Fabric's is off the track. Missed that. It's a shame. Not too sure what happened there. Not too sure if there was contact. Doesn't look like there's any markings on the cards. So Kool-Aid trying to cover some points. John G was expecting to be right at the back, but he's done well to hold on to 12th place at the moment. So we've got Beamer on Beamer. So it's all fairly spread apart now. Pronstar now with a 4-second lead. It's gonna. This battle, well, was a battle for 4th place. I'm not too sure what happened, but Fabric's ended up 4 seconds back again. Kool-Aid just seems to have slightly more power, pace over John G. It's all settled down. Normally the last 10 minutes it all comes together, but pretty spread out. This is the closest battle we've got. What a drive from Ichigo tonight. Currently now with a 7-second lead over Antmaviti, who has a 3-second lead over Bad Ben. Bad Ben has got a massive lead over Prongstar. He's got a 4-second lead over Febrex. Big Run doesn't look like he's going to close in on Gouda. Good comeback drive from him. Like Febrex is making inroads on Proniva. He's actually gone behind on that lap, maybe pushing too hard, trying to regain that position. He was on the front row at the start of the race. But I'm gonna have to go probably either Ichigo or Raphael's the drivers of the day, or Prongstar. We've seen the 3 of them, I think. Ooh, as he goes deep there. I don't think anyone's had a immaculate race. Basso's starting to close in here, with Carpers in the distance as well. Maybe we've got a battle brewing. Between 12th, excuse me, between 12th, 13th, 14th and 15th. Then decent drive from him tonight. I had him down as maybe the winner tonight, but final step on the podium is not a bad result. I think it's time for guys to drop the Beamer. The Beamer's not looking the strongest car on Xbox. We have got a battle brewing. 2 drivers that shouldn't be where they are. So 2.3 behind Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid's still 2nd behind John G. It's not been a bit of a anticlimactic finish to the race, but it was a really good start from some. We saw some really outstanding overtakes. Kind of why I believe Prongstar deserves driver of the day. I know he's my brother, and people might sound biased, but that overtake move was not easy. And a really good driver as well. Carpers closing right in on Basso. Kool-Aid's caught right up with John G as well. And he's 2 behind to close this. We've got 5 frantic minutes maybe. So the other gaps through the grid are fairly spread apart. Oh, John G's got it completely sideways. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oof. Wow. That was so close. But John G, after a remarkable race for him, drops all the way back down to 15th. Still, Carl Carpers has got his way past. I don't know whether Basso made contact with John there or not. Doesn't seem to be any damage. As Carpers has gone off the track, it's going to allow John G back through. No, it isn't. There's a Chigo in the background as well. He's going to be closing in on these boys soon. Doodod is actually closing in on Latter Power here for a last minute top 10 finish maybe. He gets it sideways, that won't help his cause. It looks like all the other battles have all died off. 4 minutes remaining. Chigo leading by quite some distance now. What a drive Chigo's had tonight. Did not see it. He's probably looked strong but not as demanding as this. Viti, solid drive from him tonight. Holding on to second place nicely as Bad Ben is 3.5 seconds down the road. Followed by Prong Start, who's another 20 seconds down the road. Febrex probably just about in his rear view mirrors, but he's looking pretty comfortable at the moment. Just needs to not make any mistakes. And there's Febrex. Tatstaff, he's dropped all the way down to 6th. He was up there with Febrex and Prong earlier on before the pit phase, but he dropped behind. Doodod has caught up with Latter Power, just half a second behind. Hasn't looked like the easiest track to overtake, but we have seen some decent overtaking nevertheless. So, how many laps are we going to have left? 2 more. As Chigo crosses the line. That answers my question for me. Doodod trying to. He's got 2 laps. Maybe 3 to be fair. He's that far hard. These guys that far behind the leader. Oh, this might be his opportunity. Pulled out of the slipstream a little bit too early, I think, there. Lost a bit of time that could have been gained. He's only going to have 2 more laps. Well, a lap and a half. Drops behind a little bit there.
Leader's on final lap now.
You it. Leader is on his final lap. Carpers is caught back up with Basso again. Don't know whether to switch to them or not. This is a higher battle. It's a battle for 10th place. So there goes the timer. Time ticks over. Here you go. His way through to sector 2. Superb drive from him. Raviti in second place. We have Dudot still putting pressure on Latter Power. Latter Power looking strong though. Be happy with a top 10 finish. Just look good for it as we watch Ichigo. Oh, gone sideways in the final corner. Oh no. Where's that Maviti? Oh my god, this could be... No way. Oh my god. Almost loses out on the penultimate corner. But Chigo's going to come across the line to claim the lead win with Amaviti in second, Bad Ben in third. Great drives from the three drivers with John G coming across the line. Disappointing race from him tonight. Progstad's going to come around and claim the Diamond Class 4th place. And then Fabrex, decent drive. Tripped over himself a couple of times tonight, but going to come home and claim 5th place. Nevertheless, Staff, the first one of the Tap Boys to bring it home. Raphael's one of my drivers of the night. Just sheer improvement. Needs to maybe tidy it up a little bit more, but definitely an improvement tonight. Attack Guna in 8th place. Migrun in 9th place. And then Latter Power, still under pressure from Dudod, but I think he's just about going to hold on to it. Through he comes. Unlucky. Only 3 tenths between them. Dudod unable to close in. Not Dudod, sorry. Basso unable to close in. Corlett's going to come home for 12th place. I think Arthur's going to have a thing or two to say. Definitely got caught out quite a few times by iffy driving. But yeah, great drive from Ichigo. And much better racing all round, I believe. So we still saw instance, but it's Xbox Sim Racing. And nobody's perfect. But thank you guys for joining us. So we shall be back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock with the PC boys. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you